Rhobh spooked by Dorit Kemsley's son and his ominous prediction. Rhobh fans are spooked by Dorit Kemsley's son Jagger after his ominous prediction on the season 12 premiere. Keep reading and we'll explain what has fans upset. In October of 2021, news broke that Dorit Kemsley was the target of an armed home invasion. Hours after the season 11 reunion episode aired, she was held at gunpoint by intruders in her own home. While her husband PK was out of the country, the couple's 2 young children were home at the time of the robbery. However, Jagger, 8, and Phoenix, 6, reportedly slept through the terrifying incident. During a recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Dorit shared that her kids are still clueless about home invasion. Coincidentally, Rhobh cameras had been at Dorit's home hours before the robbery, and fans find the footage spooky. Why? Season 12 of Rhobh premiered on May 11 with the security camera footage of 2 masked men breaking into the Kemsley home. The episode then backtracked to the mundane days leading up to the incident, where the women rehashed season 11 drama. The camera crews captured Dorit's 2 kids during karate practice in their backyard. The seemingly innocent moment took on new meaning in the aftermath of the robbery. Eagle-eyed Rhobh fans were spooked by Jagger's ominous prediction during the karate session. The Sun reports that at one moment in practice, the 8-year-old pretends to be fending off bad guys. Hours later, his mother faced down some bad guys who broke into the family's home. Fans took to Twitter to dissect the eerie moment of Dorit's son and his ominous prediction. However, not everyone believed Dorit's story of the masked intruders. Security camera footage does show 2 masked men breaking the window and entering Dorit's home. Later footages shows them driving a blanket reportedly full of expensive jewelry and other belongings they stole from the home. During the Rhobh season 12 premiere, Kemsley shared new details about what happened inside the home. According to the reality star, she was held at gunpoint and at one point helped the intruders find her valuables. However, some internet users are skeptical of the whole story. They allege that the robbery was planned as an insurance scam. Some viewers found it odd that PK went immediately to Kyle Richards' house after arriving back in the States instead of reuniting with his wife in private. Neither PK nor Dorit has responded to the allegations from viewers. What do you think of Dorit's son and his ominous prediction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Jennifer Havener grew up in a small town in upstate New York. She earned her BA in Writing and Literature from Rhobh University in Boulder, Colorado. She always knew watching reality TV shows and soap operas, particularly Days of Our Lives, would come in handy someday. When she's not writing, she's playing with her dogs, Lola and Ruger. Rhobh spooked by Dorit Kemsley's son and his ominous prediction. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rhobh, has long been a series known for its drama, glamorous lifestyles, and ever-unpredictable moments. Yet in its most recent season, the show took a decidedly eerie turn when Dorit Kemsley's young son, Jagger, made a chilling prediction that left the cast and viewers alike feeling uneasy. With his innocent tone and unsettling words, the child's foresight seemed more than just a random utterance. What was meant as a passing remark during a family gathering would soon become the talk of the season, sending shockwaves through Beverly Hills' social elite. A glimpse into the Kemsley family home. Dorit Kemsley, one of Rhobh's most fashionable and outspoken stars, has always kept a tight grip on her family's privacy. She shares a glamorous life with her husband, Paul PK Kemsley, and their 2 children, Jagger and Phoenix. However, it's not just Dorit's high-end wardrobe and penchant for extravagant vacations that draw attention. Her family's intimate moments have often slipped into the limelight. Over the years, Dorit has opened up about her parenting style and how she strives to balance her bustling career with her role as a mother. But this season, it wasn't Dorit's parenting that had everyone talking. Instead, it was a simple statement from her young son that took on a far more sinister tone. In an early episode of the season, Dorit and PK were hosting a casual dinner at their Beverly Hills mansion, with some of the Rhobh ladies and their families present. The evening began like any other, filled with laughter, fine wine, and plenty of conversation. As the group settled into their seats and the night progressed, the children were seen playing together in the background. Jagger, who at the time was about 7 years old, casually approached his mother and her guests with an unsettling remark that would send ripples through the evening. That ominous
Jagger
prediction,
seemingly
out of nowhere, turned to his mother and told her, "Mom, something bad is going to happen soon." His words were delivered with an eerie seriousness that caught everyone off guard. Initially, those present brushed it off, thinking it was just a child's fleeting remark, one of those random things kids say when they've been left to their imaginations. However, Dorit's reaction was immediate and telling. She paused, her face shifting into an unreadable expression as she processed what Jagger had said. "What do you mean, honey?" she asked gently, trying to coax an explanation. Jagger simply shrugged, but the air in the room seemed to grow thick with tension. He wasn't upset, nor was he acting out in any way that suggested he was just being mischievous. Instead, there was an unsettling calmness in his words, as if he was conveying something deeper than what met the eye. "I don't know," Jagger replied, almost too casually. "I just know it's coming." He then walked off, leaving a sense of unease lingering in the air. Dorit, visibly shaken, didn't immediately address the moment in front of her guests. But her close friend Kyle Richards, always attuned to the nuances of a situation, couldn't help but notice the shift in the atmosphere. Kyle leaned over to Dorit, whispering, "Are you okay?" "That was weird." Dorit quickly nodded, but her mind was clearly elsewhere. The rest of the evening continued, but the cryptic words from Jagger hung over the party like a dark cloud. PK, who typically had a sense of humor about things, tried to brush it off, but even he couldn't shake the strange feeling. "Kids say the strangest things," he remarked, attempting to downplay the eerie prediction. However, for the Rhobh women, this incident was no small matter. Over the following episodes, the moment was frequently brought up during group discussions. The supernatural angle as the season continued, the other housewives began to take notice of the ominous prediction, and several of them began to speculate whether Jagger's words were more than just child's play. While some brushed it off as a coincidence, others began to wonder if there was something supernatural at work. Erica Dorit, known for her own share of drama and legal woes, expressed her skepticism but was intrigued by the timing. "It's funny," she said in a confessional interview. "I don't believe in that whole spiritual stuff, but it was definitely one of those moments where you had to wonder, is this a sign?" Lizarina, ever the dramatic force within the group, couldn't help but lean into the idea that Jagger's words might have been a premonition. "You hear about kids being more connected to things that we can't understand," she said, eyes wide with intrigue. "Maybe he's tapped into something none of us can see." The conversation quickly shifted from curiosity to concern, with the housewives questioning whether Jagger's prediction might somehow be linked to the upcoming events that would unfold within the group. Was the bad thing Jagger predicted related to the drama surrounding the Kemsley family, or was it something larger at play? An impending catastrophe involving one of their own, a series of unfortunate events in the following weeks. It seemed like Jagger's words may have had an eerie truth to them. The Kemsleys, who had previously enjoyed a relatively low-profile life in the Rhobh world, soon found themselves at the center of turmoil. Dorit's marriage with PK, once seen as picture-perfect, began to unravel under the strain of financial issues and the couple's complex relationship with money. As the couple faced mounting pressure, both from their creditors and from the stress of their public lives, Dorit confided in her fellow housewives that things at home were becoming very difficult. Her family, once seemingly invincible, was now battling financial stress and what appeared to be an impending crisis. Dorit had always prided herself on being a strong, glamorous woman, but the cracks in her seemingly perfect life were starting to show. Was this what Jagger had been referring to when he spoke about something bad happening? It certainly seemed like a possibility. Then, as if the situation wasn't already strained enough, Dorit was involved in a terrifying robbery incident that made headlines worldwide. In a horrifying moment, Dorit was held at gunpoint in her own home during a late-night burglary. While she and her children were fortunately unharmed, the traumatic event shook Dorit to her core and left her questioning her safety and security. Could this have been the bad thing Jagger had predicted? The timing of the robbery, which took place just weeks after Jagger's ominous statement, had the housewives and viewers wondering if there was any connection between them. Of course, it's impossible to say for certain whether Jagger's words were anything more than coincidence. However, the sheer number of tumultuous events that seemed to follow his prediction made many of the housewives, as well as the audience, begin to look at the situation through a more supernatural lens. Dorit's reaction: in the aftermath of the robbery, Dorit found herself re-examining Jagger's cryptic comment. "It's hard not to wonder," she confessed in a vulnerable moment on camera. "When he said that, I thought it was just something kids say. But now, after everything that's happened, I'm left wondering if he knew something I didn't." While she didn't explicitly state that she believed Jagger had some sort of supernatural insight, it was clear that the motherly instinct to protect her family, combined with the unsettling chain of events, had left her feeling shaken. "I'm just grateful my kids are safe," Dorit added, tears welling in her eyes as she reflected on the events of the season. "But I'll never forget what Jagger said. Sometimes I think kids know more than we give them credit for." The housewives respond. The rest of the housewives were quick to offer their support, but some couldn't help but notice the shift in the group's dynamics. "Dorit is a strong woman," Kyle Richards said, "but seeing her so rattled by Jagger's words, that's the thing that really got to me." As the season finale approached, the dark cloud hanging over the Kemsley family only seemed to grow, culminating in a tense group reunion where the events of the past months would finally come to a head. Dorit's vulnerability and the unsettling nature of Jagger's prediction would leave a lasting impression on the group, and it was clear that the Kemsley's journey was far from over. The aftermath: while we may never know for sure whether Jagger's prediction was a simple coincidence or a glimpse into a deeper truth, the chilling words of a young boy have certainly left their mark on Rhobh. The show, known for its high drama and explosive confrontations, has never before seen such a mystifying moment. Whether viewers believe in the supernatural or not, one thing is certain: the Kemsley family will never look at Jagger's words the same way again. What started as an innocent remark has evolved into a storyline that fans will continue to talk about for years to come. If one thing's for sure, Dorit's life in Beverly Hills may never feel the same, especially when her son's ominous words linger in the back of her mind.